Soviet soldiers leave their trenches.
Erstes Verhör.
The first interrogation.
Ausgeräuchert. Die erste.
These are the other two for whom the war is over.
Gefangene Bolschewisten.
Captured Bolsheviks. They look like a mob of ragamuffins.
An den Straßen.
There are dozens, hundreds, thousands of prisoners along the highway, and by the hour, there are more and more of them.
Unsere Wehrmacht hat
The German army has been moving decisively from victory to victory since the first days of the war.
höchster strategischer Bedeutung. Zwei Welten.
Duels.
Den siegreichen, disziplin.
An army of victors and an army of ragamuffins.
Stumpf und
And that pathetic, silent horde wanted to conquer all of Europe.
Moskau, Europa bolschewisieren.
The number of employees with enthusiasm in various German enterprises is constantly increasing. Pictures from the placement and pictures of how the Soviet workers are protected on one of the shoe factories located in one of the western regions. Mary Kullak from Zaporozhye. They ask everyone who knows my family, Father Kullak Ivan Tekhanovich, Mother Olga Mikhailovna, sisters and brother living in the city of Zaporozhye, to tell them to try to see this picture and see for themselves that all that I wrote to them is pure truth. That I live here very well. Sometimes it can be boring, but only because without my family. They know that the time will come when we will meet and live together. Even Fedorenko from Kiev. He's worked at one of the bin plants for a year and a half. Satisfied with the fact that works in a bright, clean room and looks beautiful and healthy. Working on the machines of the newest machines. He has the opportunity to study perfectly the technical processes of complex operations. I do, and I take this opportunity to say that my job is done, and I want to address my family. Duzi, I trust you. I'm happy with this life, as well as all our guys. Understand that my work helps fight the Bolsheviks. The time is coming soon that we will all together build a new homeland without Bolsheviks and capitalists. They feel good, cheerful, so they got. Write more often. And about Seshi and Vesa, do not worry. They are here and live well. Soon the other day will go to them to visit. Working day is over. Free evening ahead. Everyone has the opportunity to spend free time to their liking. Fans of chess are hard to tear from the board. And knowing this, their comrade does not particularly pursue it and goes to the swimming pool alone.
Im Kampf der Nationen
Before our eyes, the young German generation is growing strong and healthy. You were under the enemy's heel. The city, all filled with bitter tears. What have they done to you, the city of suns? The city of clear dawns? Wasn't it your blood that spilled over every stone in these squares? You have endured, withstood, didn't give up. The city is a prisoner, the city of all sorrows. Says Moscow. Order of the Supreme Commander-in-Chief. Marshal of the Soviet Union Kanev. The troops of the Second Ukrainian Front, continuing their rapid offensive, a few days ago crossed the Dniester River on a section of 175 kilometers. They seized the city in the important railway junction of Belsy. And developing the offensive came to our state border. River Prit. On the front, 85 kilometers long. Today, March 26th, at 21:00, the valiant troops of the Second Ukrainian Front salute in the capital of our motherland, Moscow, on behalf of the motherland, crossed the Dniester River and crossed our state border. 24 artillery salvos of 324 guns. These braids were sown by the collective farmers of Belarus under the Germans. They sowed and knew that they worked for themselves. The Red Army was advancing. The village of Chibatovice in the Gomel region was completely burned by the Germans. Koholniks still live in the huts and huts, and build new Chibatovice better than before. The enemy has destroyed Mechanic tractor stations and and no combined harvesters and other necessary machine harvested bicycles. In the collective farm there are new heroes, and among them Leni Sidorenko. First grain to the state. Sylvester's Vegetas, why did you stop at the doorstep of the estate? Now your estate, take the house of Sylvester's, take the house from your Soviet power. The thing is, what it has never had a home. For as long as he can remember he always worked, but he never had a roof over his head. He was always working on the ground, but he had no land. Now Labor Wadatus is master of this place. Take possession of this estate with its annex and supplies. The Soviet authority puts you on your feet. When's the way to a new life? Bullet. Here is yours. Right, Boot Earth. It belongs to you. How many like Vegetas have yearned for land? The peasant's dream came true. 86,000 poor people got their land. There is an old custom in Lithuania. Strike finish. Let neighbors know about it, let the house hear and meet with honor. All over Lithuania this victorious bell. Sylvester Vegetas has gathered friends, newcomers. Only in the great Soviet Union did the Lithuanian state gain strength. She saw her way and built happiness according to the Stalin plan and friendship with all Soviet peoples. Him for a young Soviet Lithuania. And for our Stalin in Moscow. The wounded soldiers are surrounded by the care and love of the people. A group of artists of the Leningrad Academic Drama Theater named after Pushkin visit wounded fighters in the hospital. People's artists of the Russian Soviet Federal Socialist Republic Comrade Cherkasov read a monologue from the film Alexander Nevsky. My word is firm. If trouble comes, he'll race all of Russia. And if you go to the side, you will be beaten mercilessly. Landberg, one of the industrial cities of Germany on the way to Berlin. The fighting broke out here recently. The front advanced towards the German capital, the city of Landberg, in the rear of our troops. The river port. But the river runs captured German ships carrying our cargo. Order and tranquility are ensured in the city. Normal real life is being established. The working population is working. November 7th, 1945. Historical holiday of the Soviet people. 28th anniversary of the Great October Socialist Revolution. The first post-war-October. From the very early morning began the holiday. And the years of war, The streets of the capital are filled with the cheerful notes of the October demonstration.